Imagine this. You're 75 years old. You've welcomed your only son and his family into your home out of pure love, only for him to snatch the remote from your hand one night, turn off your favorite show, and sneer, "This is my house now. Mom, get used to it." Your heart breaks in that moment. You feel small, invisible, in the home you built with your own hands. But what if I told you? That was the exact moment everything changed. The moment this quiet, heartbroken grandmother decided enough was enough and planned a revenge. So perfect, so silent, that when it hit, her son and daughter-in-law lost everything overnight. Stay with me till the end, because this story isn't just about revenge. It's about reclaiming your dignity, your life, and your power, no matter how old you are or how much they've taken from you. My name is Eleanor Whitaker, and this is my story. I was 75 when it all fell apart, or should I say, when I finally started putting it back together. My husband Robert passed away 10 years earlier. We'd bought our beautiful 3-story home in Oakwood Hills with blood, sweat, and every overtime shift he ever worked. It was paid off, full of memories, and way too big for just me. So, when my son David called one day, sounding desperate, my heart opened wide. "Mom, Sarah and I are drowning in rent. The kids, little Ava and Ben, need space. Can we move in? Just until we get back on our feet. We'll help with everything." Of course, I said yes. David was my only child. Sarah, his wife, seemed sweet at first. And the grandkids. They were my world. They moved in with promises. "We'll pay utilities, cook dinners, fix whatever needs fixing." For the first few months, it felt like a blessing. Laughter filled the house again. I babysat while they worked, cooked their favorite meals, even dipped into my savings to help with David's car repairs. But slowly, it shifted. Sarah started rearranging my furniture. "This old stuff is so dated, Eleanor. We need modern vibes for the kids." David took over the master bedroom. "It's bigger, Mom. Better for the family." I moved to the tiny guest room in the attic. "No problem," I told myself. "Family first." Then the money started disappearing. "I added them to my checking account for emergencies," I said. David borrowed thousands for business opportunities. Sarah shopped online. Non-stop clothes, gadgets, vacations they never invited me on. My pension covered the bills, but my savings, gone in under 2 years. The disrespect grew bolder. Sarah would roll her eyes when I told stories about Robert. "We get it. He was perfect. Can we talk about something else?" David stopped calling me Mom in front of his friends. "This is Eleanor's house." Well, technically ours now too. They'd added themselves to the deed as joint owners. I signed without reading closely, trusting my son. One evening, it shattered me completely. I was in the living room, my favorite spot by the window, watching my evening drama, the one small joy I had left. David and Sarah came home from dinner outpaid with my card. Of course, Sarah sighed loudly. "Again with this boring show." I smiled softly. "It's almost over, dear." David grabbed the remote from my hand. Click channel changed to loud sports. "David, please." I was watching that. He didn't even look at me. "Mom, come on. This is my house now too. We all live here. You can't hog the TV every night." Sarah laughed. "Yeah, and honestly, it's time you thought about moving to one of those senior places. This house is perfect for a young family." I felt tears sting my eyes, but I held them back. "Good night," I whispered, and went upstairs. That night, lying in my tiny room, something snapped inside me, not with anger, but with cold, clear resolve. I'd spent years being the good mom, the giver, the one who sacrificed. No more. The next morning, while they slept in, I quietly drove to see my old lawyer. Margaret, a fierce woman who'd handled Robert's estate, I told her everything. Showed her the bank statements, the deed changes, the drained accounts. Her eyes hardened. Eleanor, you still have power here. Robert set up a revocable trust years ago. The house is in it. And you're the sole trustee. That joint deed addition. It can be challenged and reversed. And those accounts, we can separate them today. For the first time in years, I felt hope. Over the next 6 weeks, I played the perfect quiet grandmother. Smiled, babysat, cooked all while moving like a shadow. I opened new accounts in my name only. Transferred every penny back. I quietly rented a beautiful senior apartment nearby. Sunny, modern, all mine. I hired movers and a locksmith. And I wrote a letter. One Friday night, David and Sarah announced, "We're going out with friends. Big party, don't wait up, Mom." I smiled. "Have a wonderful time." As soon as their car pulled away, it began. The locksmith changed every lock. The security system, reprogrammed to my fingerprint only. Movers arrived, silent, professional. They packed every single thing belonging to David, Sarah, and the kids' clothes. Toys, furniture, even Sarah's designer bags. Loaded into a storage unit rented in David's name. By 2 a.m., the house was empty except for my bedroom downstairs. I'd moved back to the master weeks ago. Secretly, and my essentials. I left an envelope on the kitchen island. With official eviction papers. New bank statements showing zero balances. And my letter? It read, "David and Sarah, you were right about one thing. This house is too big for someone who gets treated like a guest in it. But it's my house. Always has been. The trust protects it, and your names are coming off the deed. The money you spent, consider it the rent you never paid for years of living free. Your belongings are safe in Storage Unit 12 at Oakwood. Storage to 30 days until fees start. The grandkids are always welcome to visit their grandma. With respect, I loved you enough to take it back. Eleanor." The next morning, I watched from my new apartment on a hidden camera I'd installed. David rattled the door. Keys didn't work. "What the hell?" Sarah panicked. "Call the police." The officer arrived, read the papers. "Ma'am, sir, this is her property. Civil matter. You'll need a court." They found the envelope. Sarah screamed. David went pale, checking his phone cards, declined. Accounts empty. They spent the day in a rundown motel, fighting, blaming each other. Over the following months, it all unraveled. David's investments crashed. No savings left. Sarah's spending caught up, debt collectors calling. Their marriage cracked under the pressure. Constant arguments about money, about me, about everything. The kids asked, "Why can't we go home to Grandma's?" 1 year later, David showed up at my door alone. Thin, tired, eyes red. "Mom, I'm so sorry. We were monsters. I see that now. Please, forgive me." I hugged him because a mother's love doesn't vanish. But boundaries do matter. "Come in, son. But this is my home now. Visits are welcome. As guests." Sarah left him soon after. Moved cities. Started over. I sold the big house, profited handsomely, and donated much to shelters for elderly abuse victims. Now, I travel. I dance in classes with friends my age. I spoil Ava and Ben on my terms. And I sleep peacefully, knowing I reclaimed my life. Because no one, not even family, gets to make you feel small in your own story. Wow. If this story hit you in the feels, the heartbreak, the quiet strength, the sweet justice, then smash that like button right now. It tells me you want more real revenge and empowerment stories like this. Drop a comment below. Have you ever had to set boundaries with family who took advantage? Or know someone who did? Share your story. I read every single one, and the best ones might inspire future videos. If you're new here, Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week, we dive into emotional tales of karma, redemption, and standing up for yourself. Stories that remind us all, men and women around the world, that it's never too late to take back your power. Thank you for listening till the end. You are stronger than you think. See you in the next one.